Twitter. I was thinking he was offering me a cup of tea then. I was like, yeah, you know what? I am ready for a cup of tea. No, Twitter. Well done, Jamie. I have a couple of Twitter questions. I have 4 Twitter questions. Okay. So Gary Hope. Power punchers like Ngannou, like Francis, all have low battery life. Gunn will obviously be looking to capitalize on it. You think he does this with forward pressure, grounding him, or with movement? Well, both sides. I mean, as we've talked about, the safe ranges. He can either close him down and force him to work. Might be a safer thing to do, like fire blanket that power in the beginning and potentially ground him. But he could also waste a lot of energy doing that. It might be better to get him to swing and miss and chase and exhaust him a little bit that way, and then maybe get him to overcommit like Stipe did in the first fight and walk on to takedowns. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of different ways because Cyryl's game is so deep. He's kind of got loads and loads of options. Tom, it's supposedly Ngannou's last fight on his contract. Given he wins or loses, do you think he will re-sign or pursue his boxing ambition? I think it would be smart for him to re-sign his contract. I think he should get paid what he's worth, absolutely. But the difference between him going to boxing and staying in MMA is consistency of competition. Like how often does he want to fight? Does he want to have 1 or 2 more fights and then be done? Like, does he want to fight Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder and then probably lose to both guys and then retire and be done with everything? I mean, I don't know what state of mind he's in. If he wants to be competitive and stay competitive for a while, bearing in mind he's only a sprightly chicken, 86 he was born. He might want to re-sign his contract and stay in this heavyweight pool because he could potentially make a lot of money. But he should also demand a lot of money because he is a very valuable asset to the organization. I would like to see him box, but I don't think he's going to get very far in it, to be honest. I think he'd be more successful in MMA for sure. Alex, my friend Alex, of The Independent. Is Ngannou's power versus Gane speed and technicality an oversimplification of the fight? Any scenarios in which you can see Ngannou decision win or Gane stoppage win? Gane stoppage win is the most obvious for me because I think he can get Ngannou tired and he does have enough skills in his game to be able to find a finish, to instigate a finish. Like the kicking game that he was using against Rosenstrike was beautiful. And he's done it a few times as well. He did it against JDS. Like, he would kick to the body and then he would feint the kick and step through with something else. Like, that shows a high level of operating in my eyes. And I think he's got those assets in his game. And he's probably going to be able to apply them to Ngannou, who's just not reached that level of striking awareness yet. Really, really interesting one. Ngannou by decision. I mean, potentially yes, but probably not because he's outworked and outpointed Gane. Most likely because he's won rounds by 10-8 by knocking Gane off his feet and making him look like he's almost out of the fight. That would be the most likely. I mean, if you think if Ngannou wins 2 rounds by 10-8, I mean, he's running the show. 2 10-8s and a 10-9, and he's won the fight comfortably. That's the difference with that fight-ending, fight-changing power. I mean, it can change a fight because a fight can be being won until all of a sudden he lands, and then it looks very, very different. And then a person's hurt, and they're easier to hurt again. And that would be the Ngannou decision if he is able to hurt Ciryl Gane but not able to put him away. But I think it's unlikely. Okay, last question. Degenerate University, who got a shout-out in the other war room for the co-main event. Do you think we'll see either Francis or Gane mix wrestling into their game plan, and if so, how much? I don't think we're going to see any wrestling from Ngannou. I mean, why would you spend energy and fuel on grappling when you know you can hit the guy and knock them off their feet? I think Ciryl Gane would be smart to tie him up and wrestle a little bit, even if he doesn't really intend on taking the fight to the floor. But the best thing for Ciryl Gane to do would be to stay on the outside, I think, and get Ngannou to miss as much as possible. Get him a bit tired in that way, start to tag him, maybe wear his lead leg out, and then start to look to wrestle him when he might actually be able to take him down and keep him there because Ngannou's starting to fatigue. Oh, what a fight. It's going to be absolute fireworks. Enjoy this, and I'll catch you next time.